Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Horowitz and I'm the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. What that means is that I have the pleasure to be here in genealogy conferences, lecturing and telling everybody about how to be better genealogists and how to use MyHeritage to get your ancestors.
Well, thanks, Daniel. I know you've been working on a few presentations here at RootsTech, not only in the classrooms, but also at MyHeritage's booth. Can you talk about some of the classes that you've been teaching this week?
Well, I haven't been teaching any class at the booth. I'm busy with other duties, but I can tell you because I actually prepared the schedule. The idea is to, again, enlighten people with what we have available on our website. We have lectures about different records from different parts of the world, different types of the records. We had lectures about the family tree and the different views and the different things that you can do on our website. We had a lecture about our wiki, which has just been recently being released, available to everybody for free. Again, genealogy information that we want to bring to everybody around the world because MyHeritage supports 42 languages. So the idea is to be able to give everybody the opportunity. We're also giving some classes about the DNA. A lot of people either take a DNA test or upload from another company and, what's next? So those are the classes that we're giving in our booth, and we're concentrating on that to improve the skills from the people.
And I know that Gilad presented some new breaking news today.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the old news?
Well, it's old news, but yes, I can talk about them because it's news that we are all very excited about it. MyHeritage decided not that we didn't have newspapers before, but now we have them focused on this special website, allnews.com. At the moment, we have 20 million pages, not only newspapers from the US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, also the Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, and coming very soon, France and other countries around the world. So imagine that you can just type a couple of details about your ancestors and the place where you think they were, or the place where the newspaper was published, and immediately MyHeritage is going to bring you not only the story, not only the text, but also the image, the clipping of that article that talks about your family.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really exciting to see some of those, and I'm looking forward to being able to see some German newspapers.
Yeah, and the advantage is that because MyHeritage is so international, we will be able to help you typing those names probably in plain English without the umlauts or without the special characters, and we will be able to understand those special characters in the newspaper and finding you the right match.
Another thing that Gilad mentioned was a partnership with Family Tree DNA.
Yes.
Can you explain what's going to happen there?
Well, this is really very new. So the big news is, or in general, MyHeritage is going to be the family tree place for those users from Family Tree DNA. So they're still going to do their DNA, they're going to concentrate on the DNA, and they're going to allow you to connect that DNA to your tree in MyHeritage. So when you're doing research with your matches and with the people that you're finding, you're going to be able to see their family trees and your family tree and try to find out where is this common ancestor that gave DNA to both of you is coming from.
So that should give the Family Tree DNA users a larger tree base to work with.
That's the idea. It's a win-win-win situation because Family Tree DNA can focus on the DNA part. We will gain the users and give the users also the technology and the experience. And at the end of the day, the big winner here is the end user, the people who needs to go to all these places in order to research their family.
And he also announced the new ethnicity results.
Yes, he really spilled all the beans in that lecture. This is something our research team, our science team has been working for a long time. And the idea is not only to improve the quality, but also the exactness of those ethnicity estimations. So it's still a work in progress. It will be ready by the summertime, and I'm pretty sure everybody is going to be very pleased with the results.
Now, one thing he mentioned is that those individuals that did the MyHeritage DNA test with the GSA chip will be automatically updated. What if you did an upload from like Ancestry into MyHeritage?
Well, if I understood correct,
okay.
The early adopters, if you did a DNA test before 2019,
Right.
we will not be able to give you these new ethnicities. You will need to retest. Now, it's my understanding also, Ancestry and other companies also use that chip at the beginning. So we need to fine tune and find out exactly from what time we will not be able to process the data to give you that better ethnicity. So I'm not saying run now to do another DNA test. On the contrary, take a little bit of patience, take a deep breath. Let's wait for these new ethnicities to go out, and let us tell you if you need to retest or you need to upload another DNA, or you will need to buy a new one.
Okay. And MyHeritage has a really great deal going on with the DNA here at RootsTech.
Oh, yes. First of all, well, only for today and
Tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow, it's $33. Regularly, the best price we give is $39. And also during this week, there's this weekend, we're allowing people to upload their DNA from other companies and get all the features for free. But even if you don't do it this weekend, I strongly recommend you give it a try, upload it. You can try it for free, and then who knows? Maybe you will like it and you would like to become a paid subscriber.
Yeah, because I know it helps. The more sites you have your DNA out on,
Definitely.
the better chances you have of meeting cousins.
Exactly. Definitely it is.
And I really appreciate MyHeritage's European collection for the DNA. They've got a lot of good. A lot of people have done their DNA tests in Europe, and it gives you the ability to match overseas relatives.
That's the idea. Yes.
So I'm presenting on MyHeritage at the conference I'm doing in Florida, and you know about that conference.
Yeah.
And one of the things I was putting together was all of the new AI tech things that MyHeritage had, starting with the old photo animation and the deep story and
Yes.
on. Because of all the new things you guys have announced in the last couple of weeks, I've had to add a lot more slides. But I've played around with the AI biographies.
Yeah.
And that seems to be a really interesting tool that's coming out there, especially the historical context and the section that's on the bottom
For the source citations
Sources,
and the
yes.
possible mistakes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, the idea was very easy, at least in the concept. People are hearing about artificial intelligence. People are using ChatGPT and all kind of things. So we wanted to build an artificial intelligence that will be dedicated and will know genealogy. So it's just not bringing general information, it's relevant information for your person. So based, first of all, in whatever you already have on your family tree, together with some records that the AI can also find for you, we are able to educate the system and ask them to bring records or to bring information from other places, historical information that will complement and that will let you understand better how was the times and where your family lived. And the idea is to have a nice biography together again with some context of your ancestors. And because of that, the information can only be verified because the artificial intelligence manage a lot of information just in seconds and can realize that some of the information that you have or the record have doesn't really add up. Okay? So it will suggest you to fix some things in your family tree. But let me tell you something, and I don't know how much of a secret this is. The MyHeritage website had a consistency checker already years ago, and you just needed to go on their family tree to check possible mistakes and to fix everything you needed over there.
Yeah, because that made it easy to find out if somebody was born 5 years before or 5 years after their parent died.
Oh yes.
Or the location was completely...
Or living for more than 120 years.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, and you know, MyHeritage has really great tools. I've been with MyHeritage back before you guys bought GenSmarts and all those other companies. So I was looking through my blog and I'm like, MyHeritage buys GenSmarts, you know?
That was way back ago. But yes,
Yes.
I mean, whenever we needed, because we cannot develop all the technology in-house, we tried to partner. We also bought some of the technologies that we're using. And sometimes it just doesn't work, and we need to work harder and develop that technology in-house, and we're good to that. Not a problem. We can do that.
So are we going to see any new things? I don't know if you can tell me, but something like the theory of relativity that you guys announced, you know, a couple RootsTechs ago.
Yes.
Are there going to be any really new, cool DNA things?
Well, first of all, we keep updating that tool. Actually, a couple of months ago, we released the last batch, and it's already improved, not only because of the technology, but the amount of people that was able to access those theories. Now, to your question, definitely yes. Like, we don't stop, not even for a minute, and we try to keep an eye on all the burners. We keep an eye on the family tree. We keep an eye on records. We keep an eye on the DNA. We try to cover and to move forward in the technology for all the areas. I know we're going to have great things coming up.
So, as we're finishing up this conversation, are there any things that you see that are coming that have been announced here at Family Search that are your absolute favorite things? Something that you're like, I really am very excited about that.
Well, I'm very excited with the amount of records and the place of the records that Family Search is getting. I'm very excited of the use of the technology, the OCR and the artificial intelligence to be able to have index those records and make them available to the public, also to the MyHeritage users as well. So I do think that the technology is going to get better. It's going to learn more from what it's available out there, and we, the technology people, are going to be able to use it better to help all the people that don't know about this technology. And I'm here in RootsTech, and I'm here hearing from people that are actually overwhelmed by the technology. The idea is to make that technology so simple and easy to use that people out there, they really don't need to know the technology. They just need to know to press the button, to analyze the information, and to accept or not the information that we're bringing.
Well, I thank you very much, Daniel, for taking some time to talk with me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.